What's happening, everybody? I'm Paul Sharp. I thought I would take a few minutes to share with you something that I'm going to be doing that's near and dear to my heart. I'm going to be raising some money for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, or PanCAN. Now, what I'm going to be doing is on the 12th and 13th of September 2025, I'm going to be doing a little thing called a Fighting Chance Round 2. Now, Round 1 of a Fighting Chance was running a 5K every hour on the hour for 24 hours straight. We actually did 25 hours just to be sure. But every hour, at the top of the hour, I would go outside or get on the treadmill and run a 5K. At that time, I was in the Chicago area and it was October. And as you can imagine, the weather was a little iffy. So most of the time was on the treadmill. That was brutal, but we got it done. It's a challenge, man, because you run the 5K, it takes about 30-40 minutes or so as the night progresses, right? And then you have a 20-minute period of time where you can refuel, stretch a little bit, roll out, get some work done. You know, I had a massage therapist there, a chiropractor there, doing some work on me, keeping me running, literally, and get back on the treadmill. It's a lot harder than it sounds. Now, fast forward to 2025, here's what we're going to be doing. So in that 24-hour period, the even hours, so 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, rock, if you know where that's from, put it in the comments. I am going to run a 5K. So I will be running a 5K on all of the even hours throughout this 24-hour period. On the odd hours, I'm going to row a 5K. That's going to present some challenges in and of itself. The run, that's rough. It's not easy, but man, the row. Now I've done a 12-hour, every hour on the hour, row of 5K. I've done that. That was rough, man. Think about everywhere that touches something. So your butt, your feet, your hands, everywhere that touches something is a point of friction and starts to create blisters. Yeah. It's not fun, but I got it done. So on 9/12 through 13 of 2025, I'm going to run a 5K on the even hours. I'm going to row a 5K on the odd hours. I got about 14 weeks to get ready for this. We're going to be taking donations. I'll put a donation link in the description below. If you guys if you guys feel led, please donate. It goes to a good cause. If you don't have the wherewithal to donate at this time, man, I understand. I've been there. But pass it on. Share it with people who might want to donate to a good cause. Now, I get it. There is some skepticism when it comes to various charities out there. I totally understand. What I can tell you is my personal experience with PanCAN. My dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, had about 6 weeks to live, and it was fast, man. It went by faster than you can imagine. What I learned in that experience is two things: that cancer's brutal, and it's an evil disease that tears apart everything it touches, families, just everything. But the other thing is, there's also a lot of really good people involved in that world who will go out of their way to help you, to provide you with resources, to do what they can to help you get through this thing, to help the patient and the family to get through this. PanCAN came through in a big way for my family, for my father and for our family. My dad agreed to participate in a trial of sorts where they used experimental drugs on him to see if maybe there's something they can do in the future that would help others that are going to suffer through this disease. Now, it didn't save my dad's life. He still lost the fight at about 6 weeks, just like the doctors said it would happen. However, there was some degree of shrinkage of the tumor was diminished to some degree over time due to these experimental drugs, due to these drugs they're testing. That's great news for anybody out there that might have to deal with this disease in the future. There are things coming that might give us a chance. However, they need the money, man. Like, these things don't fund themselves. And as always, we can't depend on the government or whomever to magically come out and drop a bag of money on the researchers. We have to do it. It's a grassroots thing. It's always been that way, right? It's always been that way. The community takes care of the community. So, with that said, if you don't mind, donate. If you can't donate, like I said, I got you, man. I get it. But share it so that somebody else who might be able to donate can. There's going to be some cool prizes we give away to those who donate and some other things. Also, if you'd like to run with me or row with me, please come do it, man. I would love that. I can't overstress how important it was the last time around to have people with me running through the night. Christian Alcedo ran with me almost the entire night. And there was other folks. My brother almost the entire night ran. And when he couldn't run, he made sure that I was good to go, that I was fueled. When he didn't run, it was because he was making sure that things were in place so that when I got back from the run, I would have something to drink, something to eat, a way to change my socks or my shoes or whatever. There's 1,000 things, man. I can't, it's wild how much that goes into making this happen. That's not just the run or the row. There's so many other things. So anyway, if you're so inclined, please give. If you can't, share it and maybe somebody else will. That's what I'm going to be doing, man. So stick around. Come along with me for the ride here. I'm going to be training and getting ready, and I'm going to be sharing that with you guys. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be miserable. Like I tell people all the time in jiu-jitsu, it's the bad news is that it gets worse, but then the even worse news is that it gets even worse. So let's get it, man. I'm excited. I'm stoked, and I can't wait to see how this goes.